What's going on, guys? This is Mikeinoid, and today we're going to talk about water in video games. And no, I'm not talking about water actually in video games, although that does happen from time to time. Water is used in video games for a lot of different reasons. Water can be some sort of obstacle. It can be used as powers and attacks, level designs, help tell a story. Hell, it could just be used to spice up the world of a game. If I were to talk about every single game that had water in it in some shape or form, the list would be as endless as the sea. So I'm just going to talk about games that I've played that use water. The Super Mario Bros. Series, both 2D and 3D games, use water to challenge Mario and even annoy some players. In 2D Mario games, Mario swims through the level while avoiding cheeps to reach the goalpost. The first underwater level was in World 2 Stage 2 in Super Mario Bros. For the NES and has been carried over to practically every 2D Mario game since. I swear, there's nothing more stressful than trying to avoid this guy. And hey, you can even make your own 2D underwater level in Super Mario Maker 2. In 3D Mario games, Mario remembers that he needs air to breathe, so when you're exploring these open 3D levels for stars, you need to make sure you grab some coins or a bubble for some oxygen. Of course, water makes its way into other Mario games, such as the Mario Kart series. The best looking Mario Kart game, in my opinion, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, has some beautiful water themed levels, even some remade from the other Mario Kart games. Dolphin Shoals starts you off in the water with some cheeps and toads swimming around. Cheep Beach from Mario Kart DS looks better than ever, and the water park course is absolutely gorgeous. The Donkey Kong series are some of my favorite platforming games of all time, and some of the levels I seem to remember the most are the underwater levels. Just like 2D Mario games, Donkey Kong apparently has gills and can breathe underwater and needs to reach the exit to continue the game. However, the underwater levels are a lot more interesting. You have to take all sorts of turns to make it out instead of moving to the right side of the screen most of the time. And can you ride a swordfish in Super Mario Bros? I don't think so. Also, you can navigate the overworld in a boat in Donkey Kong Country 3, but Mario did it first in Super Mario Bros. 3, so I'll give him that one. The 2D Metroid series has some water usage. Samus's movement is slowed down and isn't able to jump too high, which means that some areas and items are unattainable. You will need to unlock the gravity suit, which doesn't come until towards the end of the game. How does the gravity suit work exactly? I have no idea. Water is definitely present in Animal Crossing, specifically Animal Crossing New Horizons. I mean, you're living on an island. You fish in lakes and the sea to fill up the museum, or you can go snorkeling for your critters. By the way, the museum is just absolutely beautiful to walk around in. If I had more fish in my museum, I would definitely hang out there a lot more. Pokemon! Of course there's water in Pokemon. The most common Pokemon typing is water. There's over 140 of them, Jesus Christ. You can find a lot of these water Pokemon, new areas, and trainers to battle in the water. In previous games, you need a Pokemon that knows surf to explore the ocean, but modern Pokemon games use other mechanics like your Pikachu or even your bicycle. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda miss using my Bidoof. Besides the mainline Pokemon games, new Pokemon Snap. Now that game knows how to use some water. In one level, you're actually exploring the underwater to observe and take pictures of all sorts of water Pokemon. What the f are the Frillish doing with the Magikarp? There's some other monster capturing games that take advantage of the water. Fossil Fighters for the Nintendo DS literally takes you to the bottom of the ocean to dig up fossils to revive water Vivosaurs and use in battles. And Monster Hunter Stories 2 lets you use specific monsties that are able to swim in water to help you find helpful items. Skylanders has been a series I've been talking a lot about recently. A Toys to Life game that takes place in the sky actually has a lot of water themed levels. Also, some Skylanders are part of the water element, which allows them to open water elemental gates. Skylanders Spyro's Adventure allowed water Skylanders to swim in water and allow you to explore even further. And Skylanders Superchargers introduced vehicles, which consisted of some boats and submarines that let you play through sea areas and race in sea courses. Speaking of water vehicles, GTA 5 is a game that lets you ride a bunch of water vehicles. Hell, you could do just about anything. All you gotta do is get away and don't get caught. I usually hide from the police in the water to get rid of my stars and pray I don't get eaten by a shark. Speaking of sharks, Maneater is a game that lets you play as a shark and, well, eat man. Honestly, this game reminds me of Hungry Shark Evolution on my phone, just with better graphics. There's a few survival open world games I played that use water environments to help you gather resources. Horizon Zero Dawn, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Subnautica, even Minecraft. It's pretty cool, you can swim around and explore, although Link gets tired very easily, so it's hard to swim in Breath of the Wild. We've talked about fishing earlier, but I wanted to return to that topic. A lot of games, especially RPGs, have some sort of fishing mechanic, and some games we already talked about use fishing. Animal Crossing and Pokemon are good examples. Stardew Valley, arguably one of the best farming sims of all time, has you fish quite a bit. The game even encourages you to fish in every season to look for the legendary fish. But one of the best looking fishing games has to be none other than Clubhouse games on the Nintendo Switch, hands down. Water has been used to help tell stories of some games. Persona 5 has a couple of beach moments that develop the characters. Resident Evil Revelations, a game originally for the 3DS, takes place on a monster-infested ship and tells you the story of a sunken city. Oh sh**! Damn rats. So these were just a handful of games that I played with water in them. A lot of these games show clear and beautiful oceans and rivers full of life. Water helps make a video game world feel like an actual world. Why? Well, because the real world has oceans, rivers, and lakes. 71% of the earth is made out of water, and the truth is, a lot of these bodies of water are filled with trash. That's why Team Seas is trying to raise $30 million to remove 30 million pounds of trash out of the water. If you were to donate $1, just $1 to Team Seas, then 1 pound of trash gets taken out of the ocean. So please, go to Team C's website and donate at least $1 to help reach that $30 million goal by the end of the year and help get this damn trash out of the water. Seriously, if the goose can do it, I think the rest of us can too. Well, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what some of your favorite water themed games or levels are down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching and for your help, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Oh man, I forgot to talk about Where's My Water too.